Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Wednesday update, recorded on the 18th of September. The main cold blast has gone and now we're heading back to westerly winds. Let's get into the forecast. It's quite a brief one today because there isn't really a lot happening. We've still got more wet weather and windy weather on the way, but compared to what we've just had, it is definitely a bit of a break. So a couple more days of windy weather yet to come on through before things ease. This is 6 o'clock tonight. You can see those westerlies are back again, and so the colder weather that has disappeared well out to our east. So we're definitely seeing a lift in our temperatures across most parts of the country. This is how we look at 2 o'clock in the morning overnight tonight. You can see rain on the west coast, a few showers around the western side of the North Island, and a fair amount of cloud out in the Tasman Sea. So let's animate Thursday and Friday, and you'll see that rain moving up into the North Island, more wet weather coming through on Friday. But by the time we get to Friday night and here into the early hours of Saturday morning, there's quite a clearance around the western side of New Zealand. A few showers still coming through with that westerly flow, but not overly wet. Basically, as we go into Friday night and to the weekend, just the intensity of the wind and the wet weather drops down. And so longer dry spells, larger calm areas. So this is lunchtime Thursday. Before the calmer weather arrives, we've got one more burst of windy weather, and it kind of comes through over Thursday and Friday. Thursday looks to be a bit windy in the usual places around exposed parts of Auckland, central New Zealand like Cook Strait, and through the southern Alps. Rain is heavy on the west coast. Rain is heavy in the southern half of the west coast, and there could be snow falling and heavy falls around the southern Alps as well, mostly just around the main divide. And in the North Island, plenty of showers coming in for Northland and Auckland, Waikato, Taranaki, down to Manawatu and Horowhenua. But eastern areas from Gisborne all the way down to about the eastern side of Southland looking mostly dry. But I'm sorry, Southland, you do still have a little bit of wet weather on Thursday. Now, temperatures on Thursday are warmer than they were over the last 24 hours for most parts of the country, especially the top of the North Island and the eastern side of the North Island, and also the eastern side of the South Island down to around about Banks Peninsula or Timaru area. South of that, it's not cold, but it's still in that low teens area. So here we are on lunchtime Friday. Now it's still a bit windy around the North Island and a little bit windy around the lower part of the South Island. Rain and showers carry on for the western side of New Zealand, but they do gradually ease as we come in towards nighttime. And as you see here on Saturday, large dry areas around the North Island. Still a few showers in there, and it will still be a bit cloudy for some of you along the western coastline. Rain or showers down around Southwestland and Fiordland, and the winds, they're subtropical now for the North Island, subtropical north to northwesterly winds. In the South Island, not quite so much subtropical, but still northwesterly winds. So not a lot of cold air coming back through again. And that cold blue line drops southwards on Sunday. You start to see those west to northwest winds cranking up a little bit again on Sunday around Cook Strait, maybe a little bit of part of the South Island inland areas around the foothills, and that heavy rain returns to Fiordland and Southwestland, but only a few showers coming in for the top of the country. So Monday next week, our final map shows, once again, we're still seeing a westerly flow coming through, a few showers on the western side of the country, but plenty of long dry spells in there. There is a wee bit of low pressure trying to form around Monday. The high pressure zone's well off to our northeast, and the other one way out here over New South Wales. So we don't have high pressure around us and big storms down in the Southern Ocean, strong winds around Tasmania with those westerlies. So we're not yet done with the spring weather, that is for sure. But we are done now with the cold blast of this week. That's all from me. See you again tomorrow, Thursday, with our next update.